Are we ready to start a life group on my campus?
What will city ministry look like?
Can I trust the new leaders?
How do we bring hope to the next generation?
Can we build a strong culture with mostly new members?
Will Building Blocks children have a suitable place to learn and play?
Am I capable to lead and disciple
Will
others?
we have a place together for worship?
Can we raise enough money to cover the venue?
And so Habakkuk, we would see here in chapter 2, verse 14, he says, "For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea." God is the one who is sovereign. God is the one who is in control. He talks about the sovereignty of God in the midst of human frailty. Listen to what it says. Habakkuk chapter 1, verse 5 and 6. It says, "Look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed. For I am going to do something in your days that you will not believe, even if you were told."
This year, I learned all over again that life group is really about loving, investing, growing in faith, and enjoying one another selflessly and sacrificially. I learned that loving others comes from first being filled with Jesus' love. Through this process, we saw many freshmen getting connected and understanding the importance of biblical communities as a part of their university life.
Going into One Desire Fast, God encountered me with a deeper understanding for the gospel where I learned to be grateful and have peace even in the midst of my uncertainties.
It was powerful going into all-night prayer after ODF for many members to learn about what it means to be intentional with our faith. We challenged each other about where our relationship with God is at and focused on maturing in it.
For both of our campuses, it was a major year of transition. After having joint life group for the past 2 years, in September 2023, we officially launched individual life groups in both CityU and BU campuses.
It was challenging at first, yet God's grace, love, and compassion was relentless. He proved His faithfulness over our life group.
During Harvest Games, I saw members getting to understand what it means to experience enjoyment with each other's company and forming an identity together at the early stages of life group. We also saw a number of pre-Christians coming to life group and grew in their understanding in Christ, especially through Lifestimony and prayer nights.
The transition in leadership reminded me of how constant and sovereign God is, and through it, He molds our characters. I was hopeful and expectant of what God can do. I also feel that there was freshness to ministry and community this year. City ministry really became for the city. We went beyond just normal week in and week out Bible study or hangouts, and got to gain a greater heart for the city, the lost, the needy through various activities such as serving opportunities and outreaches. Even during Missions Month, I also saw many people invited their colleagues and friends who face unseen struggles that are often masked by things looking good from the outside. We were able to show them that Jesus is our source and strength behind all that we do.
I was reminded to depend on God and trust in His ways during the first city ministry retreat, the Deep End. The theme was really fitting amidst the many uncertainties at the time. It taught me to have faith that's beyond my own human understanding.
For Latitude, it was a year of tremendous growth and momentum. We saw more commitment from the youth, wanting to grow and develop.
I was able to see the youth excitement and their passion in sharing the gospel with our community and even with their friends.
One of the most memorable moments was at the Latitude Retreat, where we experienced brotherly love through late-night discussions and about deeper life and theological questions. I was able to see that this community is so much more than just a place to enjoy, but a place to walk life with other people.
During the Christmas party, I was able to see God working in my pre-Christian friends' hearts as they enjoy connecting with other Latitude youth. We also partnered with Building Blocks and Covenant for a Thanksgiving outreach and saw how we could be a blessing to families in the city.
We witnessed a total of 6 members getting baptized this year.
It was a great reminder of God's devotion and love for the next generation.
The journey to Transformation Center was a story of God's provision every step of the way. From scouting for the ideal location, to negotiation of the rental price to fit our budget, to launching the fundraising campaign and renovating the space within 6 weeks, God never stopped providing for us, and He continued to give us only the best and perfect options each step.
As I participated in the renovation process, my prayer was for this space to truly live up to its name, the Transformation Center, to be able to see people's lives being transformed as they enter into our space and experience God, And seeing that happen our inaugural Sunday and subsequent weeks after that has been God answering that very prayer. Another answered prayer was having our very own Building Blocks classroom for the first time. It was such a joy seeing the teachers, families, and children get excited about having our own space. And it was even more evident through our Easter outreach where we could host new families in this space and show them our church home. We even got to go out to the playground nearby and invite families to the outreach, and seeing God use our church to make an impact in the Kwon neighborhood.
God has allowed us to use the transmission center in City Serve this time, and we were able to conduct this test smoothly. I'm very blessed to be able to help us improve their health and to show God's love for them.
With the future growth and opportunities in mind, we restructured our ministry teams to better serve the needs of our church. Rather than focusing on the weekly operational aspect of our teams, we were now freed up to develop our skills to create a better worship atmosphere. God's provisions were evident through the Ripple Out campaign as we saw our whole church coming together to fundraise for our new home. He really surpassed my expectations and provided more than enough for us.
So I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows, and no less faithful when the night leads me astray. 'Cause you're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands, in the heartache, all the same.
To saturate Hong Kong with the knowledge of God's glory by living out the kingdom lifestyle and sharing the gospel so that we can reach more people locally, regionally, and globally for the spread of Jesus' faith.
I believe God will continue to multiply campus life groups.
I believe God will help us saturate Hong Kong through city ministry.
I believe God will start a youth movement in the city from the Latitude Ministry.
I believe God will allow us to use the Transformation Center to reach out to more families in our neighborhood.
I believe God will continue to provide for us as a church and use us to make His name known.
I believe God will awaken the hearts of young adults to take radical acts for the mission all over the city of Hong Kong.